Hey, Mike Thielmans here. We're going to talk about how fitness pros are getting out of launch mode by creating their movements. So today we're going to show you how to streamline all of the content that you've created and turn it into the one program that can get you paid for years and build a badass tribe while doing it. So we partnered in fitness this year after working with a lot of spiritual coaches, and we realized that the fitness industry is pretty fucked. It's pretty much bred for launch mode. You're just constantly in launch mode. Always putting out new programs, looking for affiliates to promote those programs, maybe spending all day building PDFs, building videos that don't get you paid. And then you throw together all of the content into some kind of course that doesn't really follow a linear path. And then you give away all of your money to the affiliates that provided the customers, and then you wonder why you have no back end to recoup. And then so maybe you try Facebook ads, and those are getting more expensive and less effective. So then you look at your Facebook group, and there doesn't seem to be a common goal. There's no real good identity. They don't post, and you're wondering why you should post if they're not posting. And so you focus more on the front end, and you're always kind of looking at getting more customers in because you have no back end, or maybe you just have a shitty back end. And our boy Deadlock, he says, all the money is made in the back end. So you're putting out amazing fucking content, throwing it up on ClickBank, but they don't have the support, they don't have motivation, accountability, so they don't really do the work. Maybe they'll, put 2 weeks into it, like anything I've bought off ClickBank. 2 weeks into it, it just kind of falls off, so I don't get the results. Then they don't keep buying, they don't refer others to you, to your programs. So then you have to put out another program and make another cash injection, and then need a new list of people to sell to. So then you look for new affiliates that can, get you a new few hundred customers that hopefully you can create a back end for, right? So it's all the engagement's pooched. About, what is this, TechCrunch, 6.5% of those that stick around till the end of a program, it's 6.5%. When looking at the number of students who engaged at least a little bit with course materials, the number was 9.8%. So across the board, there's less than 10% who actually get anything done, who actually create some kind of result. And if they're not getting the result, they're not telling their friends, then they're not buying more, then they're not staying around. So that's 91.2% of the people. So information isn't enough anymore. We're now in the age of transformation. Deloitte said, all transformations require you to rethink how your enterprise creates value today and in the future. So in other words, you need to rethink. You need to think big. They require you to think big because incremental improvement's not enough to win in today's exponentially disrupted business environment. You need to think big, and you need to think future. So let's look at what consumers demanded. In the 1990s, it was the information age. So we had all the prehistoric shit, the Paleolithic, Mesolithic, Bronze Age, Iron Age, whatever. Then we get into the industrial age. Then it's all about factories, Ford. Then we got into the information age. With the internet coming around, then information was so readily available. So then we could see Google come out. We could see these bulletin board, these blog start to come around. And then information was really accessible. We didn't have to buy encyclopedias. We had everything at the touch of a keyboard. So 1990s, early 2000s, that was the information age. And then as we progressed through the 2000s, it became the age of connection. So we could see AIM come out in 1985. Eventually we got LinkedIn, we got Dribble, we've got Twitter, we got Facebook, Instagram, Foursquare, Pinterest, Google, Snapchat. All of these bred us to connect in a way that we could never connect before. You could be across the world and connect with other homies, right? So 2000s was the age of connection. Then as we move through today, it's the age of experience. So 3 out of 4 millennials, which makes up 85 million of the buyers, prefer to spend money on experience rather than consumer goods. So this is where the money is going. If you create an experience in today's world, that is what's going to separate you. That's what's going to create the future. So, just looking at Yacht Week is a great example of taking a concept and making an experience that people will pay a lot of money for. Because that's what people want these days. They want an experience. They don't want to just buy a product. They don't want to just buy a DVD anymore. So that's what a movement is, right? It's turning your content into an experience. It's momentum. It's movement. It's moving. It's something that is continually ongoing, getting better, and getting people engaged with. So when we partnered with Funk at the beginning of the year, And when we met him, it was just like you. Like he asked us if we could help him with his Infusionsoft, optimize his Infusionsoft, and he sent us a PDF that had 100 links of what he had going on from this program to this program to this program to this backend. So he had a membership site, and it had upsells to other programs, which to me was confusing and misleading. If there was one site that had everything I need, why would I get upsold new workouts, right? It kind of made no sense to me. He had a Facebook group, but the engagement was weak, and it was just scattered, and it didn't really make a lot of sense. So he was unfocused, living in launch mode, and just inconsistent income every month, depending on what affiliate was promoting and what one was, said they were affiliating and never did. So today we're going to show you how we streamlined and scaled Funk Roberts Fitness into a monthly cash machine using the 4-step system for building a tribe that pays and they stays. So this is a little bit of overview of the tribe method, how to grow a tribe with the MVMT model. So we created a cult-like clubhouse. That's the coolest part. It's been 6 months since we met up, and just looking at how these men are really coming together. Friendships are moving offline. These guys just met up, and then everyone else is just like, can I come fishing next time? You in North Carolina? The one dude's like, yo, I'm coming to New Zealand. Can we stay at your place? He's like, oh, let's meet up for workouts. And doors always open if you're ever in Minnesota. They're making it their own. This Richard dude, he found a screen printing, and he created this O40A, which is our over 40 alpha. Created this artwork. He screen printed for his home gym and then for a t-shirt, which is dope. They're doing the marketing for us. So this Blaze, he said, the best thing that happened today was I had an opportunity to talk about the over 40 shred with my mechanic. So he joined the 30-day challenge back in March, and my encouragement endorsement, right? Next week, I'll post the thoughts and questions I have on how to encourage friends, coworkers, and other men to join the Brotherhood. So it's insane. They're doing the marketing for us. Bruce even got a fucking tattoo. Look at this guy. He got the over 40 Brotherhood after 112 days. He went from brand new. He was a stranger, joined the 30-day challenge. Then he joined our Brotherhood. And so 112 days into his very first commitment to, a new lifestyle, a new identity with funk, he had it tattooed on his arm. Crazy. So this was us back end of December 2018. We came home for Christmas, met up with Funkster, and we're like, all right, we're going to meet in the Baltic room in the Rosti, and we're going through everything, and we're going to create the message, and we're going to create the vehicle, and we're going to create this thing. We're going to make one program. So who the fuck are we? We are twins. We are recently identical twins, actually. And we've been in marketing since we were 16. We got pulled out of English class. My mom was a nutritionist, and she wanted us to help her market her business. So she pulled us out of English class. We went to this Stores Online event. We're like, I don't know. We never really knew what we wanted to do when we grew up. But we saw how people were making money on the internet and then traveling the world. And I was like, oh my God, yes. So we tested everything. For 3 years, we were part of Peak Potentials. So we would work at McDonald's, and we would take every bit of dollars we had and reinvest. And we'd go to California and take one of these, guerrilla business school 5-day seminars. You just learn from people who are self-made millionaires, famous authors like, Dean Graziosi on real estate, and some guy on like self-publishing, and Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen stunt doubles in the top of Vegas. And it was pretty cool. And then that led to a high-end mentor, right? We ended up working with this spiritual business coach for about 8 years, and just testing on like, how do we get coaching clients? Like, how do we help high-end coaches, some of the best in the world at what they do, who change lives? How do we get them a system, like a predictable system for results? So here's us kind of grinding in Australia. We had a client fly us there. And so it was the end of like 2017. We had just traveled to Asia for 4 months, Mexico, USA, Canada. Things were going pretty good, but then we kind of got kicked out of the nest. And so we're like, okay, this is our time to fully commit a system. Like, we spent $13,000 on a funnel builder, 7-figure funnels. And he was going to teach us how to create $1 million funnels. And we're like, perfect. That's what we need for our clients. We need a system to get them results that we can just inject into our clients. That $13,000 was pretty much a waste of time because we got really nothing from that. We quickly learned it's more about like the message and the members. And so then we invested in Fletcher method, and then in books, and then 2 Facebook ads people. We ended up spending $16,000 last year trying to like put this together. We had to spend our last dimes. Once it kind of came together, it like clicked. We flew to our client in Florida, and he's like, well, I'm not paying you. I'm like, fuck, all right. So he ended up saying it was one of the best he's ever seen from us, and he wished he did this process 30 years ago when he started business. So we knew we were onto something. We spent the rest of the year just testing the system, tweaking the system, simplifying the system to what we have today, the MVMT. And then what we did with Funk, it was the first time we were able to like really sink our teeth in, partner on this thing, and see where it could go. And so, I mean, it's some pictures of us, looking young as hell with some ballers in the internet. This the one dude's Axl Rose, his personal assistant, who ran a ad agency in LA. Crazy stories. But yeah, I love what the Patagonia founder said. No one grows up wanting to be a businessman, right? We just followed a passion. We didn't want to be a businessman. We actually cried when my mom came back from a psychic and she said that we're going to be suits, not boots. And I was like, no, I'm going to be like a storm chaser or a marine biologist. It's like, no, you're going to be like, you're going to be like a businessman. I'm like, no. So like, we didn't get into this to be in business. We had passion, purpose. We just wanted to help people who had a message get it to more people. We wanted to travel. We wanted freedom. We want to like work from paradise. And I'm guessing that's why you got into this as well. So here's the 4 steps to building your movement. It's the message, the vehicle, the monetize, and the tribe. And that's what we're going to go through today. So you can take all your content, create a monthly cash machine, and build a great fucking tribe. But first, the tribe test. So we need you to ditch the niche and just own that trifecta. And so this is the 3-part system that we have. So you've got to be verified, like your hero journey. Had to have gone through shit, come out the other side, and then have a story and a system to help other people. Then you need a vehicle, like literally anything, any kind of vehicle. We've even seen this with a t-shirt on how to get people the belief in the system. And then like that strong message, you need a belief, you need a frustration, and telos is like the big vision. So you need people to follow you on a vision from like the hero journey with the right kind of vehicle. So all these take, as long as you've gone through shit, come out the other side, help somebody else do that, and you have like a strong message of how you want to change the world, you have like a big belief people can buy into, then, and I mean, if you're watching this, you probably do, then you're good to go. So then the M is the message and method, right? This is seduction. It's the message that gets you paid, right? It doesn't matter how hard you hustle if you can't communicate it. Like everyone's like, what kind of funnel do I need? What kind of ad do I need? A funnel is just a tool to communicate your message, right? Back in the day, nobody had funnels or Facebook ads. They had a mouth and maybe an audience, right? But business has been around forever. And so it's just a way to communicate your message. If you can't communicate a message, you won't be able to get paid, especially these days when there's so much competition. So we had clients come to us who just wanted funnels. They're like, I need a lead generating funnel. I need leads, right? But they didn't have a specific audience. They didn't really have a result. There was nothing unique about their method. They were the same as everyone else, just drowning in sameness and uncertainty. And so we're like, okay, well, we need to master the messaging piece first. And if you look at people who have done that, like Con Marie method, she's made millions teaching people how to tidy up. So that's free if you haven't noticed. But on Netflix, you can watch her teach you how to tidy up. Wim Hof, he teaches people how to breathe and go in cold water. Again, both of which are free. And he's done a multi-million-dollar brand on more things that are free. So you need one specific message to one specific person. That's the trifecta we spoke to. Like you should be speaking to the you before you had answers. That's your perfect person. So keep it simple. Simplicity equals sales, and then you can create more, but like one message to one person to scale. And once you have that message, then you want to tweak the vehicle in a way that can get you paid. So instead of just putting up a bunch of things on ClickBank, you want some kind of vehicle that gets you paid longer, I would say, something that pulls people through the finish line. So when we started with Funk, he had multiple ClickBank products. I mean, he still does, but we now have all roads that lead back to one program. So we're still putting out new programs, because we want to access like, the kettlebell people and the belly fat people, but they all come back to this one program where we know we can get them results. And that is the Over 40 Alpha Brotherhood. So everything comes back to here. And these men trust Funk to guide them on a transformation, because that's the thing, is like we are showing them exactly how to change their lives, their bodies, their brains, their mindset. And so it wouldn't make any sense to say, okay, let's promote another man's offer, because it's like, well, if this has everything they need, why would we take this, Fit Father project? Why would we go to somewhere else? Because Funk has everything you need. And if not, then we bring them in. So it's becoming the role model. It's becoming the tribe leader to give them everything they need and making sure you're a step ahead of the people and pulling them through, right? Because if not, you're just going to confuse them. They'll lose faith in you, and then they're going to leave. We don't want that. We want to pull them through the transformation. This is like our ClickFunnels. Our Infusionsoft. And we're like almost guaranteeing success because we pull them through phase 1. Email every single day. Pull them through phase 2. Pull them through phase 3. Give them a t-shirt at the end of that completion. Like we guarantee success if they do the work. So that makes these one-off programs, these ClickBank things, just mental masturbation. Like anything that I've bought, there's no tribe around anything that I've bought as like a one-off $9, $19 program. So once you have that, you have the message, you have the vehicle, you can scale, you have transformation, then you can like market the new program, right? The pay and stay. So it's you want to have this. We like to start with what we call the Founding Father launch. And that is really getting people through the beginning part of the system, knowing that they're going to help create this program with you. And so you give them a really good deal. You get them in for life. You get them into the Facebook group. You get them through your program. And that's where you can see like, where are they getting hiccups? Where are they getting confused? What kind of questions they have? What else do they need, right? Before you ever do a full launch. So then we would do like a beta internal launch and then go full launch. So we're doing this right now with the Assassin Academy. And this week we go live with the soft launch. We did the Founding Father launch. Great success. And then that's the piece we want to kick off the rituals. You want to put the gas in the fire. You want to make sure that the party is lit before inviting cold groups in. So it's like showing up, sober and lonely to a cocktail party and you don't know anybody. You want to make sure that there's a party, there's a kegger going on, and that these people want to be a part of it. You want to create FOMO. You want to create excitement. So then you can do like optimization campaigns, right? Like all of the monetized piece to like, scale. And once you have those pieces in place, then that's where you can start doing the fun part. This is where we thrive. It's the tribe building pieces. So this is how you really build your culture. So when you look at it, half of all of Americans feel isolated. 80% of them are depressed. And we have nothing to believe in anymore, right? Like we're the most safe, we're the most wealthy society, the most connected society we've ever been. Yet people are feeling more isolated. People are feeling more depressed. People are feeling so disconnected. And social isolation is the equivalent of, I think, 15 cigarettes. So the stress level is increasing. The health is decreasing. Like it's all fucked, which is perfect for fitness. It's because we're looking for someone to lead us the way like our forefathers did in the past. Like nobody is stepping up to say, this is the vision. This is where we're going. I'm going to lead you on this journey. Everybody's just kind of so focused on themselves, on the money, on let's, put this out, make money, and then move on. It's like we're looking for something to believe in these days. And that's where Funk is doing an amazing job. Like these people treat him like God. Like he is who they believe in. And he's stepped up into that tribe leader role and helping them get it done, right? So here's Sean. Sean was, he was phase 2. So it was like the second month of being in the program. And, his mom died that day, but he still got his workout in. She's in a better place. He's got to focus on him. And so he came to the Brotherhood when his mom died, and he still got his workout in. And he knows that this is where it's a safe place. There's people to support him. Right? Blaze is introducing his first video, not his strength, but he's going to show, right, how he introduces with his workout buddy, his dog. This dude finished the 30-day challenge, signed up for a full 6 months, so that's cash in hand. And then we can see it's just like, put in the work, enjoy the ride, welcome aboard the transformation train. Like these people are doing the heavy lifting for us, so we don't have to, force engagement. This Frank dude, this is the best money I've ever spent. This Michael guy, I joined a new family. So you can see the kind of culture that we have created. Just signed an email today, blew my mind. Must give props to Mr. Sean. Got an email updating on his amazing process. This shit works. Thank you, Funk Roberts, for everything you are doing for us men on here. But being a tribe leader is a full commitment. I mean, let's see if I can play this. I don't know if you can hear that. This is Funk singing Happy Birthday. It's not working well. But yeah, he's singing Happy Birthday to one of the guys in here. So you can see how he really steps up to be that tribe leader. And that's the reason like Funk's group is so successful, is like he steps up as the tribe leader, but it's because we're not just helping them lose weight, we're helping them become alphas. We're physically changing their identity. So you can see, charge on my alpha brothers, train like an alpha, eat like an alpha. These men are stepping into a new identity. They're helping, they're living into a new identity. So it's time to turn your transactional business into a transformational business. Get out of launch mode, build a tribe, start a movement, right? Where do you want to be in the next few years, next year, 3 years from now? The future lies in the tribe you create. With everything getting more expensive, more competition, then it's really about the tribe you surround yourself with, who are going to stay with you for years to come, who are going to buy the programs you're going to put out, who are going to like wear the t-shirts and the swag that you got going on. So we're not in the information age anymore. You got to create transformation. You can't do that without action. So this is what allowed Carlin, it's our sex therapy friend. She created after we honed her messaging, her vehicle, she created a foundation that led to a clothing line that's done really well. And she created a $2,000 program just 2 weeks ago that did $14,000 in one week. As she launched her Amazon book, which became a 3 times bestseller in 3 different categories. Oh, and her Facebook group just hit 1,000 members. Everyday Goddess Gang. And then Cassidy, somebody we started working with last year, allowed him to drop 3 jobs and then create a monthly recurring program and make some massive sales leaps. And we talked to him today, and he's now onboarded 2 interns, and he's thinking about hiring a CEO. Russell, we started working with just a month ago. We did our Founding Fathers launch. So he's stopping selling DVDs. He's getting out of launch mode, and we've launched the Assassin Academy. This week we go live to the rest of his group, and then we'll go through the process to go full launch. But the engagement, he said he's had people pay $4,000, and they won't even engage in the way that they're engaging with this new community. So he's pumped, and I'm pumped because we're partners. And this is, oh man, can I play this? Let's see. This is what it did for Funk's business.
What up? It's Funk Roberts here, and I want to talk about 2 game changers that I implemented into my business only 5 months ago that's helped 10 times the results that I'm getting. In December, my business was on a down spiral. I didn't have clarity. I didn't have focus. I had a couple of membership sites that were just going nowhere. I had a ton of programs, but I just didn't have focus or vision on really what I wanted to do specifically. And even though I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to focus on this specific niche, I still didn't have clarity on how I was going to make this happen, how I was going to create a membership site that'll be everlasting and keep my members in for a long period of time. So I reached out to the help of Mike and Rick Thielmans, the 2 game changers that the twins that I brought into my business. And literally in 5 months, this thing has grown into something that I could never imagine. Like, it's unbelievable what we've built. So really, with their help and their guidance, we focused on a tribe element, focused on creating a tribe. So in the past, I would really be focused on the front end, getting people into my membership site, but not having anything in the back end to really keep them there. So yeah, I would have workouts, and I would have, programs and other great stuff that I thought was great for these guys. But after 1 month, after 2 months, after 3 months, they would be gone, and my stick rate would be gone. And even before, I was using the old forced continuity, which would force people into my membership after they bought like a low end front end product. And again, that just caused so much pain for myself, and just not a lot of a good customer experience for the customers because they thought they were being duped. So I needed to change everything. So once I got in, we discussed and talked about, and they helped me form what we were gonna form a strategy to create a tribe using their tribe method. And that's the key. Because now in my membership site, there are people who've been in there easily 6 months, and because we changed the stuff in there, we were able to keep those people who were already in there for much longer. And focusing on the tribe, focusing on a movement, focusing on creating things inside the membership that'll help keep these guys here, and really focusing on, me being more part of the membership and part of the people inside my membership, as opposed to focusing on just getting people in. And once we made that shift and created, like I said, a tribe, our Facebook group, which is extremely active, people getting results, people posting things. We've got t-shirts for specific milestones. We've got weekly coaching that I go in and coach all these guys every week. And we're doing so many other great things. We even got a guy who wants to tattoo our logo onto his body because of the results that these guys continue to get. Like, that's incredible. When someone wants to tattoo your logo onto their body, that just tells you how committed and how happy they are with what we're putting together. So, sometimes you have a program and you know that it's really good. You know that it's going to help somebody, but you don't have the tribe mechanism in the back end to make sure that not only do the people use the program, not only do they get results, but you're there to guide them through. And that's really what the twins helped me to create, a system that allows me to stay really in tune with my tribe. Right? It's a tribe of people and tribe of guys who support each other, who I support through my coaching, get questions from them. It's very, very active. And what's happened is even new people coming in feel that energy that's happening on our Facebook group and our membership site from the guys who are already in there getting results, because they are now my orators. They're the guys who go out and tell their friends, and when new people come in, they're already there to give them testimonials and help them through. So not only am I helping now, the guys who've been in the program are also helping new guys in, and I'm always giving them new information. And that couldn't be done unless I had the help of Mike and Rick really putting together a great system to make sure that not only are these guys going to be part of the 30 days or 2 months, but forever. Like, that's the goal, is keeping these guys in forever. And the only way to do that is having a system in place that will focus on spreading your message, having that tribe qualities so that people are just like, they're there for life. And these guys have exactly what you need. If you have a membership site, I'm telling you right now, if you have a membership site, you need to focus more on your members, not on the guys coming through the front end. You need to focus on the members, because those are the ones that are going to be paying monthly and the ones that are going to be singing your praise when new members come in, and keeping those members there. Plus, you're going to be getting great results and great testimonials, and just a great tribe of people who trust and love and support your brand. You need to get Rick and Mike on board, man. They know what's going on. We're doing it with my membership site, and it's blowing up. I've had membership sites in the past that just fizzled away. I've had thousands of people in my membership sites before that just fizzled away because I wasn't focused on putting together a tribe. I wasn't focused on implementing a tribe method. I wasn't focused on creating lifetime customers, lifetime, who stay with you and stick with you for the entire life. That's what I'm creating right now, and I would not have been able to do that unless I had the help and guidance of Rick and Mike. So guys, make sure if you have a membership site and you want to, listen, right now our membership site's growing 200-300 a month, and those people are staying. Our stick rate used to be 50% of the people used to, and even more, used to opt out or to cancel. Now, maybe 9 in 100 people cancel. 9 in 100 people cancel. So if we're getting 300 people, you do the math. That's what's happening. Those people stay forever. Anyways, I'm done here. I hope you guys, really trust and get those two, implement those two game changers into your business. Anyways, I'm Funk Roberts, over 40 Alpha, baby. Get it done.
What a G. So yeah, we're creating something that can scale, something that stands for something. So it's about making that declaration to not just be an expert, but to be a tribe leader. And it does take a lot of energy, but you're putting out a lot of energy anyways. Might as well get out of launch mode and create something that's, like Bunk said, something that's worthwhile, that stands for something. And I mean, the monthly cash machine is also pretty sweet. This doesn't even count the recurring. ClickFunnels doesn't do that. But yeah, by May to June, every month I look at this and it's somewhere between 19 and 22K. So pretty sweet. So when you have ongoing MRR, you don't really worry about launching again, where the next money is going to come from, what I'm going to do in a month from now, 2 months from now, what if it dries up, what if this affiliate doesn't promote me, this guy said he was going to and he's not going to, and do I do YouTube or Facebook? Like, it's, you don't really worry about those things anymore because you know this is predictability. So if you want to partner, if you want to create the magic with us, then we'll do the messaging elements with you. You needed to be the leader of your movement. Get the membership site template ready for your content, how to use it, plug and play. We've got the people, we've got the systems, the launch checklist from founding fathers to full launch, what needs to happen at every step of the way. And then, most importantly, all the tribe systems and rituals used to create that call, used to move people, keep them around, tattoos, all of that excitement that you've seen. So, and I mean, if you want to add a supplement, we just went through the process, so we know how to do this now. This is our new supplement, Mind Muscle, mindmusclesupplement.com. If you want to check it out, it's pretty incredible. And we've seen how you can make an extra 40% on your funnels just by adding this. And so, yeah, supplements are great. So if you want to figure out if this will work for you, if you want to talk to us, if you want to, build your movement, just fill in an application. We're going to get on the phone, see if it works for your style of business. Everybody is a bit different. And then we can move forward with creating your movement, making you the leader. So Meraki, MVMT. Meraki is a Greek word to put a piece of yourself into your work. So we love that. It's MerakiMVMT.com/application. And we'll see you there. Cheers, guys. Let's make magic.